Hey guys, what's up? It's Sammy's super terrific solo podcast, and we're coming with an actual solo podcast this time, guys. So, nobody else, just me talking, and no cuts either. We're not cutting anything out. I'm recording this, I'm not editing it at all. I'm just gonna post it. So, basically, guys, I did say I was gonna do a video with face whatever, and it didn't work good. Either I would have to be super close to the mic and it looked weird, or I have these portable mics and they just sound bad, like ones you stick into your iPhone. So I'm gonna just do it from here. So I'm sorry about that, but there's definitely a lot of stuff to talk about today. I have my Bible with me. I have a notebook with me. I've been writing some stuff down. Just stuff the stuff that I read and thought about. And yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think I've been reading my Bible kind of a lot. I've been trying to read it more. I've been writing down any verses that I think stick out. And that's the main thing. I just been writing. I got this notebook whenever I went to New York, I went to the New York Public Library, and they had a little store there, and I got it's like a little notebook with S on it. It's just an S. It's pretty cool. I like it. So I've been writing my stuff down. But, yeah, so, yeah, I've been reading my Bible. I've been writing stuff down in my notes, writing down, what I think it means, or, looking stuff up. And a verse that I have looked at a lot is Acts 18:9, where it says, "The Lord said to Paul in a night vision, 'Don't be afraid, but keep on speaking and don't be silent, for I am with you, and no one will lay a hand on you to hurt you.'" And what I wrote, what I got from it was, "Do not let anyone stop you from speaking about who you are and speaking about you as a person, because God will not let you be hurt when you speak." Which is, what I think the verse meant towards Paul, and I think that's meant towards everybody, to just speak, just keep speaking. You shouldn't, how do I say this? Don't let anyone else tell you what you can't and can say. Now, obviously, if you're just if you were being disrespectful to someone, obviously, you could be hurt for that. But that's you're not speaking in a godly way. You're not speaking in a respectful way. But if you're speaking with, what's it? I don't know how I can explain this. Just speak what you want to speak. I'm trying to think of a way to say, speak the way you speak. Speak what you want to speak, but don't be, disrespectful, obviously. Imagine how... Oh, man. I can't think of nothing today, guys. I don't know. But that's a verse I was thinking about. And that's why... That's what I think about a lot. I think about this verse whenever I do my podcast. Is it's just, I should just speak about what I want. I should just speak. And I know I have people that like listening, that want to support it, and I know there's gonna be people that don't support it. But what could happen to me from people not liking it? Nothing. And another thing I wrote down, another thing I think about, or I don't know who I heard this from. I didn't think about this, but I heard this from someone, and it says, "The pain of regret is 100 times worse than the pain of humiliation, hardship, and rejection combined." So here's an example for each one. You ask out someone, right? Boy or girl, you're a boy, you're a girl, whatever. You ask someone out, they reject you. Okay then, well, you got rejected. It's humiliating. It might be embarrassing. But if you never asked them out, they could have said yes. Like, that's something you always think about. You keep thinking about. Like, from experience, like, that's something you keep thinking about. Hardship, you're going to regret. If you want to go work out, you're going to regret not working out. If you want to go for a walk, you're going to regret not going for a walk. If you want to start eating healthy, you're going to regret if you're not eating healthy. It's a lot harder to it's a lot harder to do that stuff, especially if you're just starting, if you're trying to get into it, but you're going to regret it so much more if you don't. And that's going to be way worse. That's going to feel way worse on you. You're just going to be regretting. You're going to be regretting. You're going to be disappointed. You'll be disappointed. And then rejection, I guess that's the same thing as that's like probably I should have used the example I used for humiliation for the example of rejection. So it's kind of like the same thing. But just don't have regret. Because regret is something that sticks with you for a long time. That's something that you think about a lot. And regret is a lot worse than those. So just never have regret. If you want to do something, you should do it. Because, I mean, what if that person did like you back? What if you could work out? What if you did start to look better, to feel better? You know what I mean? It's just do it. Just do something. And there's going to be people that support you. Always. And like you might think that nobody supports you. But there will always be someone, no matter what. And that's what I want to keep the podcast going, like, for sure. Because I know it's going to be, like, the long episodes, I don't think a lot of people are going to fully listen to. But there's going to be certain people that do. And, like, I'm super thankful for that. Like, the podcast with Michael and Madison, that was an hour and 30 minutes. And I know everybody's not going to listen to the whole thing, but the people that did, like, I'm super thankful for. Like, they heard everything that we talked about. They heard everything. That's what I'm thankful for. And I'm glad that I can have people like that. Like, even if we're talking about, like, if you listen to the podcast, there was some stuff that was kind of weird talking about. I'm pretty sure. But it's like, people still watch it. And I keep saying this, but I'm thankful for that. And let's see. I'm just going through the notebook right now. I'm trying to see, like, stuff I wrote down, stuff that, like, I can talk about, and then stuff that's like no, like, don't talk about that. Okay, no. This is another thing I wrote down. This is like fully different, but I just wrote my favorite, like, motivational song is Beat It by Michael Jackson, because we used to listen to it during wrestling. Like, whenever in 6th grade, our coach was Coach Julian, and he always played Beat It. Like, whenever we're warming up, we do a 12-minute jog around, like, the pit, like, around the mats, and in the last minute you gotta, like, run as fast as you can, and then he would play Beat It. And it felt good. I liked listening to Beat It while we did it. Never mind. Not gonna say that. But no, that's just another thing I wrote down. It's kind of weird. It feels weird just talking, like, to talk. Like, I'm not talking with anyone. I'm just saying stuff. I was just like, this is way harder. This is a lot harder being solo, like, not having to talk to anyone. Because I'm just, like, trying to find stuff to talk about, like, with myself, basically. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if I'll do a lot of solo. That's the podcast is Sammy's solo podcast, but it's just hard doing solo podcasts. Like, you're just, like, talking to talk. It's just weird. I feel weird whenever I do it. Oh my, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Another thing. This is the main thing I wanted to talk about. I don't think this podcast is going to be too long because I'm kind of getting through everything quick. But what I wanted to talk about, I wrote 2 things down. I don't know where the other one's at, but I'll find it right now. But who was I listening to? Oh, sorry. Greg Plitt, the bodybuilder. I was listening to like he like talks in between his sets or something. Yeah, I think he does. And he said something along the lines of sorry guys, trying to find it. Oh, okay. What he said was the only people that hate on you and try to bring you down are the ones that know deep down you're doing better than them. And what I got from it was, don't let anyone bring you down, because what I think is the only reason for someone to bring you down, to try to just make you like a worse than you are, is to make sure you stay at their level. And what this doesn't really make sense right now, but what I wrote was, nobody will say anything if you are nothing. If you're not nothing, then nobody will say anything. And it's like, how do I explain this? Like, you could do, if you're doing nothing with your life, like you just like your routine, like go to school, come back, that's it. Like, you're not doing anything with your life, you're not trying to get out there, you're not trying to better yourself, then like, why would anyone say anything about you? Because you're not doing anything. You're like, even if it's like a hateful person, they still won't say anything about you, because you're not doing anything. You just, either you're getting worse than you are, or you're staying where you're at. You're mediocre. And that's the worst place you can be. You like, never ever. I don't know why anyone would want to be mediocre. I could see if you're getting worse at something, if you're starting to go down, I think there's a certain point where you just hit rock bottom and you have to get up. And that's good. It's good that you hit rock bottom. If you're on such a bad path that you hit rock bottom, the only place you can go now is up. And I feel like a lot of people have heard that, a lot of people have said that, but that's true. If you're just going down, like just like you're a terrible person, like yeah, you're not a good person, you're like a loser. You're gonna hit a point where you can only go up. You're not gonna have friends. Somebody's gonna how do I say? You're not gonna have anyone. Like, you either push people away, you left people. You're gonna be unhappy with your life, and the only thing you can do is just get up. You just start bettering yourself. From rock bottom, only place to go is up. But that's what I'm saying. Being mediocre and being okay with being normal, with being just staying the same, that's the worst thing. Because imagine if you were to hit rock bottom and you just quit. You just quit everything. You can't go any lower, but you just stay at rock bottom. You're just surfing the rock bottom. That's terrible. You're just going to stay a loser all of your life. You're going to stay at the bottom, and everyone's going to come above you, and everyone's going to be at the top, and you're just going to be stuck at the bottom. So even if you are pretty high up and you're mediocre, you're still mediocre. You could be one of the smartest people. You could be one of the strongest people. But if you just stay mediocre, there's literally, like, there's nothing you can do. You just stay there. You are mediocre. You're staying where you think is good. Or, I don't know. You're staying where you want to be, and you don't want to get better. And I can get, like, sometimes, like, people think they're good. Like, okay, like, I'm, like, it's a good thing that you think you're good. But if there's some people that'll know that they could be better than this. They could have a better body, a better mindset, a better knowledge, know more, be more social, be more religious, be closer to God, and they don't. And that's terrible. That's like if you could do it, why aren't you? And the only thing I can think of is they wonder about other people's opinions. But why would you let anyone else bring you down? Why would anyone hate on someone that's at rock bottom? Why would anyone hate on someone that's not doing anything? Because they don't. They only hate on the people that are doing something with their life, that are getting better than them. They're the only ones that stick out. If you're... Hold on, guys. If you're just staying normal, you're not changing anything. You're just blank. Like you're not changing how you are. You're just staying the same you are. People will just look past you. People won't even give you their attention. They won't give you anything. They'll just pass you like you're just like you're nothing. Like they won't even acknowledge you. But if you're doing something with your life, if you're, if you start working out, if you start trying to better yourself, if you start trying to be more religious, if you start being more social, you try to be stronger physically, stronger emotionally, stronger mentally, people are going to notice. And there's going to be some people that are going to praise you for it and respect you for it. And there's going to be some people that are going to hate on you for it. Because they know that you're going to get better than them. Or you are better than them. And I don't want people better than me. But the thing is, if I'm lower than someone, am I going to try to better myself and pass them? And get better than them? Or am I going to try to bring them down to my level, push them down lower than me? And that's the thing. I don't want anybody to be better than me. I want to be the best at everything. I want to be the number one in my class. I want to be able to have the biggest muscles. I want to be the best looking. I want to be the best. I don't know who wouldn't want to be the best. I don't know who wants to stay mediocre. I think everybody wants to be the best. But it's either you better yourself and you're the one that's going up, you're the one that's passing the people at rock bottom, or you're going to be the one that's hating, that's trying to bring people down so that you don't have to better yourself and people stay on your level. People are lower than you. So you can still say, oh yeah, but I'm better. But I'm above these people. Yeah, because you're pushing them down. You're keeping them down. Because they're gonna think of what you're gonna think because you're higher than them. This is a good example. If I'm hating on people, right? I'm hating, and there's somebody lower than me, they're gonna look up to me always. If I'm better than someone, they're gonna look up to me. And they're going to listen to what I say because they look up to me. They're literally looking up to me because I'm above them. I'm better than them. But if I just keep just bombarding them with insults, I hate on them, I bring them down, they're looking up to me, so there's nothing they can do. They have to listen. They're going to take it personally. And they're going to take your advice. You're hating on them, and they're taking it as advice, and they're just going to go lower and lower and lower. And you're keeping people down. And that's you're staying mediocre. This is terrible. You're staying mediocre, and you're keeping people down. If I was just better than everybody already, what's the point of bettering myself? I'm already better. With people, there's always going to be people that are better than you. But you have to... If you want to be better than them, then you have to do it. You can't just... If there's people better than you, and you just listen to them telling you to quit, or to give up, or just anything they say that's negative, you're going to stay where you're at because you have to look up to them. But if you're just going to better yourself, and if you're just going to not listen to any negative comments, any negative criticism... You're going to better yourself to the point where you're going to pass them. You're going to be better than them. And that's what everybody needs to do. Everybody would be so much more motivated and want to better themselves so much if they didn't worry about the person above them. If you guys didn't worry about the person that you have to look up to, or that's above you, that's better than you, then you wouldn't have any anxiety. You wouldn't be nervous about doing this thing, about what they'll think. You'll just do it. You would do it until... you would just do it. You would do it to be a better person. You would do it to better yourself. You'll do what you want to do. But you worry about other people. You worry about what the person above is going to think. You're worrying about the person you look up to and what they'll think. And if you really have people supporting you, you have good people that you look up to, they're going to try to bring you up. They're going to support you. They're going to give you praise. They're going to give you compliments. They're going to just support you. And that's what I said earlier. If you could have someone above you that still supports you, that tries to bring you up, even though they're above you, even though they want to be better than you, they're still going to help you get up, and even like they're going to help you just even get past them. If you have somebody like that, you need to hold it. You need to stay with that person. You need to stay with that thing. You can't give that thing up, because that's so much more valuable than anything I've talked about. If you can have someone that helps you come up, that you have to look up to, and they help you come up, that's amazing. And that's just what I'm trying to say. Don't let yourself be mediocre, and don't bring people down. If someone's above you, make it a goal to pass them. Make it a goal to be better than them. Make it a goal so they're looking up to you. Don't make it a goal to bring them down to your level, to push them under your level, just so you can say, I'm above them, I'm better than them. You might be, but you brought them down and you stayed mediocre. Instead of bettering yourself and bettering yourself and really, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm kind of freezing up. But this is what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to say it. I think I said it good. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Everything that I've said. I hope I'm not just going on and going on and going on. I really hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. Yeah. That's everything. That's the main thing I want to say. The main thing I wanted to say. Don't listen to anybody that's gonna try to bring you down to their level. Especially if you're higher than them. If you're better than them. Don't listen to them at all. Because they're just gonna try to bring you down to their level so they can feel like they're on top. They can feel like they're better. But they're not. They're really not. They stayed at the same level. They just pushed you under instead of actually coming above you or you coming above them, and you improved. You went up. This is what I'm saying, is that's what I had to say. But I think I said that really good. I hope I did. I think, yeah, that sounded really good to me. I was stuttering a lot, so my bad, guys. But this is going to be a kind of short episode. I think I'll post it right now in a little bit. But that's what I had to say. And I hope you guys like this episode. And I hope you guys... I'm sorry, guys. I really have to pee. I'm sorry. Oh, my gosh. Hold on, guys. Hey, guys. I'm back. I had to use the bathroom. But... final thing I have to say. I was saying earlier, I want to be the best. I want to be better than everyone. I really do. I want to be the best at everything. But I'm not going to push people under. I'm not going to try to bring people down. I'm not going to try to bring people under me, to put them down. I might have before. I honestly might have before. But I'm not going to. I'm going to better myself. I'm going to be better than everyone. And I want to help people up. I want to be the one that's above and still brings you up to my level, to anybody's level, to the higher level, to the better that you can be, the best person you can be. That's what I want to do. And that's what I thought about whenever I was writing that stuff down. Whenever I'm talking now, I'm trying to bring people up. I'm trying to uplift. I talked about that with Omar. Uplift. If I could uplift people, if I could be the best that I can be and better than everyone else and still uplift people, that's my goal. That's my goal. That's my all-time goal. That's going to be my goal forever. And that's about it, guys. I felt like I definitely got into it. I felt like I really, really got into it. I was what's the word? Preaching? I don't want to say preaching because of... Preaching. I'll say preaching. I would say I was preaching. No. I'm not going to say that. I was talking really good. I was well-spoken this episode. especially by myself. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening to all my episodes. Thank you for all the support. Thank you to everyone that has watched the really long episode with Madison and Michael. And, yeah, subscribe, send this to your family, friends, send this to your ex, and send this to your side chick. So, subscribe, hit the follow button, share, comment, bookmark it, fall asleep to it. And that's it. So, hope you guys have a good day, night. And Sammy Dominguez's super terrific podcast. This has been Sammy Dominguez super terrific solo podcast. Have a good night, guys.